So today we're going to work on 4.13, is that we get to investigate lattice as a multiplication strategy. This will be your third multiplication strategy that you are able to use. Okay, so, and I want to make sure that we separate the three enough that you can use any one of the three. Truly, I'm just asking you to find one that works well for you after all this is said and done. Okay? Is that fair? Yeah. Okay. You're going to see some, let's see, I'll build my box a little better there. Okay. You're going to get some boxes that look like this. And we're thinking two-digit multiplication with this, right? So it's going to be very similar to, let's say, partition rectangles, all right? Let's say we're going to do like 27 times 34, okay? I can't do 27 times 34 in my own mind, so I need these strategies to be helpful, okay? Previously, we had done partition rectangles where, well, what does partition mean? What's that word partition mean? I've got 5 people that know it after all the conversations that we've had. Let me go ahead and go back, and you can always watch these videos, right? I don't know. Oh, there we are. What is it? What did it mean by partition? What do we see in that word? Yes, the word part, right? So we're taking something apart. We're taking it apart by place value once again, same that we did before. It's just going to look a little different this time. Okay. With partition rectangles, you're still going to pull the numbers apart, but rather than saying 20 and 7, you're just going to say 27. You're just going to write the number here. Okay. And the reason you're just going to do it that way is because it's already going to be set up for place value. The reason in partition rectangles we've done the work with, say, 20 and 7 is because we still needed to set it up for place value. By doing this, we're already going to set it up by place value. Okay. The second step to setting up a lattice multiplication is instead of writing the second number on this side, you're going to write the second number on this side. And you're going to see why that is in just a minute. Okay. When you get these lattice multiplications, you're going to see that they're set up not only as a rectangle, but also you're going to get they're going to look like that. And that's the lattice in this case, okay? And this is how I want you to think about it. Everything that ends up in this, like this little triangle right here, oh, no, I don't want that. Everything that ends up in this triangle here is the ones place. Everything that ends up in this row here is the tens place. Everything that ends up in this section here is the hundredths place. And yes, your prediction is correct. This is the thousands place right here. And just to test that here, I want to show you. Let's do the multiplication real quick for that's 20 and that's 30, right? What's 20 times 30? Yes. Thank you. I want to do that in red, actually. It probably didn't matter, to tell you the truth. Okay, so let's test this as well. Let's see, we did that one. What's 20 times 4? Help me with 20 times 4. Yep. How did you know? 2 times 4 and then place the 0. Good. What's 7 times 30? 7 times 30. 210, because we know 7 times 3 is 21. And then we place that 0 back, right? And then 7 times 4. Oops. I'm already getting ahead of myself, right? 7 times 4 is 28, right? There's 8 in the ones place, 2, 3, 11 in the tens place, carry the 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 918. Are we okay with how I figured it out with partial products? Okay. Yes, sir. Uh-huh. Okay. Cool. Excellent. Now you're gonna become an expert in it, okay? You could do either way. What do you mean start at the top? Like, you mean in this section here? Oh, okay. Why wouldn't I start at the top? I'm going to show you here. Okay, I love this thought process. Okay, so I'm going to do the math again. Okay, but instead of thinking of it in 20s and 30s and 10s place, I'm just going to do what's 7 times 4? We got it here, right? It's 28. So I'm going to put a 2 in the 10s place and an 8 in the 1s place. Would you agree I have 2 in the 10s place and 8 in the 1s place right there, right? Okay. So now I'll do 7 times 3, which is 21. And you'll see I have a 2 in the hundreds place here, right? See how that 2 landed in the hundreds place there? And you see I have a 1 in the tens place? And you see how I have a 1 in the tens place right there? Is everybody cool with that? I'll do 20 times 4 or 2 times 4, which is, this is important. You got to have a place value holder. Since 2 times 4 is 8, you write 0 and 8. And to test this, when you say 20 times 40 is 8, you see how that 8's in the tens place? You see how the 8 landed in the tens place in this row here? Okay. And then the last one is 2 times 3. 2 times 3 is 6. So since it's a 1-digit number, 6, we have to put a 0 and then a 6. Is everybody okay with that? Hold on. Okay. So if we wanted to test it just to see, all the digits that landed in the ones place was an 8, right? You see all the digits here that landed in the ones place were an 8. All the digits that landed in the tens place, a 1, a 2, and an 8. Look at in the tens place here, an 8, a 1, and a 2. All the digits that landed in the hundreds place, a 2, a 6, and a 0. Hundreds place, 6, a 0, a 2, and another 0, actually. And did any digits land in the thousands place? Did any digits land in the thousands place here? No. Okay. Now the real magic happens. Now you add down the columns. So you're adding in this direction. This is where the lattice comes in. Okay. So this column, there's just an 8. In this column, there's an 8, 9, 10, 11. So you carry the 1, just like I carried the 1 here. And then right here, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 right there. And then there's a 0 in the thousands place. And look what I end up with. 9 in the hundreds, 1 in the tens, 8 in the ones. That's what I ended up with here. 9 in the hundreds, 1 in the 10, 8 in the ones.